I thought I had seen all the innovations in this format. I mean, we've seen a lot. This format's dead right now, guys. Remember that. So, what is up, guys? We're going to be looking at a rather interesting LLDS list. And this one is going to be playing Slash Draw. Now, for those of you that don't know, you can discard one card from your hand, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard equal to the number of cards your opponent controls, and then draw one card and show it. If it was a Slash Draw, to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy as many cards on the field as possible, and then inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed and sent to the graveyard by this effect. If the card you drew was not Slash Draw, shuffle cards from your graveyard into your deck equal to the number of cards sent from your deck to the graveyard by the effect of Slash Draw. You only activate one Slash Draw per turn. The only interesting thing that I can get out of this is we want to use this kind of as a replacement to that Grass Looks Greener. Now, the advantage of playing this card, well, unfortunately, we don't have to play 60 cards. Oh no, less bad cards in my deck. But to my reasoning with this, it allows BAs to touch the graveyard. You can take advantage of particular ones that you send for more searchability, and you honestly just kind of have advantage for something a little bit later game. Now, I don't know exactly how they're going to word the interaction on this, and things like that, because I think the ones you mill would get shuffled back in, and then I don't know if they would trigger. Don't quote me on that, but for something for more of a mid to late game, using Slash Draw, you can just shuffle other cards into the deck. So you basically having this act as a pot of avarice, or you can just kill your opponent with it on the random off chance that it actually connects. Very, very interesting concept. I didn't think I would see BA trying to adapt this, but this is something innovative in its own right. Just as kind of a pot of avarice-esque card. So, I mean, sure, we'll try it. It's at the cost of a card to mill and then to kind of recycle some other stuff. So it's kind of resetting things. I'm sure that this has probably been on other people's plates as a concept, but this deck finished 4th place. You guys saw 1 through 3rd yesterday. It was a lot of Alistair deck, and I'm not really surprised by that. But for this to come across PK Fire, I was particularly intrigued by it. So let's dig on in to our Burning Abyss list. So we're playing one copy of a Lich. Basically, you're trying to be able to negate. You don't want to play. I don't think you want to play multiple of this in this particular build. You gotta remember your whole deck's a toolbox, and it's not like you can't recycle this back with Slash Draw if need be. One copy of Barbar. To the people that have cut Barbar from the build, I'm so sorry. I think we had a feature match a couple of weeks ago on this channel, and the guy just did not put Barbar in his deck. He was just like, I don't see why I need it. And then, like, the one scenario that you actually need Barbar. So you're better off just to include it. If not, it's just a special summon monster that you can take advantage of later on. We have 2 copies of Blackluster Soldier. I've seen anywhere from 1 to 3 in the builds. I don't think you want to try to max out too hard on this card. He is particularly a dead draw turn 1, especially if you have to go first. His real worth only comes later on. 1 copy of our boy Calcab, Bouncing Setback, or once again, something that I don't really think you want to particularly max out on. It's not like you don't have it if you need it. 1 copy of Seer, special summoning fucking BAs is pretty good, I heard. 1 copy of Crane. This is your Junk Synchron for this deck. Normal summon Revive 1. Yeah, I think 1's fine. It's just kind of like a tacky card that you can play. This build's playing 3 Draw and Lockbird. Depending on the range of the format, Joel can hurt the Alistair matchup a lot. Goki can kind of just still play through this, which kind of sucks. I mean, they can still get U-linked. I guess it's just kind of less advantaged at the end on. But for the most part, Joel being the hand trap of choice, sure. 1 copy Fairy Tale Snow. This has become more of a norm now with Beatrice, basically being able to drop it in the graveyard for free. You'd be shocked just how many times you want to have Fairy Tale Snow as an active out to the current format. It's really strange. Like, literally, this is like the only deck that can still play it and take full advantage of it. So it's kind of something to note. Triple copies of Farfa, blanking an opponent's monster, is so fucking good. Like, I can't stress it enough. Having cards that allow you to play the game on your opponent's turn are extremely good, and Farfa grants to you just that. Triple copies of Fiendish Rhino. This card is an absolute staple in this deck. One copy of Garef. Once again, special summoning BAs. It seems pretty good. And then we have 2 copies of Libic. This card sends the graveyard and special summon 1 level 3 Dark Fiend monster from your hand, but its effects are negated. This basically is your card that allows you to combo extend and continue to set up more stuff. So negating those effects prevent them from being destroyed. So being able to flood out more additional monsters, pretty good. Now this deck is playing 2 Orbital Hydralander. So cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more monsters in your graveyard, and no monsters in your graveyard with the same name. Once per turn, quick effect, you can send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Destroy 1 card on the field. You must have at least 2 monsters in your graveyard, and no monsters of the same name to activate and to resolve this effect. Now, it is a 3,000 drop. You are playing a few copies of one-ofs. Fairy Tale Snow can let you kind of fix some of the situations that you have, and you'll have no problem getting here because Beatrice is just going to end up dumping it for free. But you got to remember, boss monsters like Hydra can lead to some really weird situations coming up in the main deck. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be playing this as a 2-of, especially. It's just additional milling. Triple copies of Skarm. In-phase searching is really good. Now, this deck is playing a small PK engine of 1 Ancient Cloak, 1 Ragged Gloves, and 2 copies of Boots. Honestly, I think this is fine. You don't want to extend too hard out on this. And it's not like these guys can't banish themselves to fucking add fucking sword. So, just kind of something to keep in mind. Then we have 2 Called by the Grave. Very excellent for doing what it does. You guys hate hand traps, right? I know I do. This build is also playing 2 copies of Drag Down, or 2 copies of Enemy Controller. I think we've started to kind of see this come up a little bit more than less. I think it's actually pretty important being able to take an opponent's key monster, kind of move it out of the way, at a cost of distributing one of your monsters. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen this come up a lot more than you would think. We'll see how this continues to do. I don't know, this just kind of is a little tech choice of the format. This deck is playing 1 copy of Metalfoes Fusion, returning it to the deck to increase your deck size by 1 to draw a card, and then go back to what you were. Yeah, pretty good. Considering how much of this deck mills, it seems really techy actually, but it's fine. 1 copy of Thine Monster Reborn, 2 copies of Desires. Just, you don't want to play 3 of this draw power. Triple copies of Slash Draw, which we already talked about. 2 copies of D-Barrier. I guess if you're playing in a format where you know Alistair is going to be key, like, you kind of want to play this, actually. It's kind of weird seeing D-Barrier in this year. And then 2 copies of Fogblade. Who doesn't like negation for literally free? Now, the extra deck, we have 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Triple Burst Dragon. Those damage step negations are really good. 1 copy of Phoenix, 1 copy of Isolde, 1 Decode Talker, 1 Break Sword, 1 Utopic Future, 1 Nightmare Shark, 1 Mech Quipped, 1 Levier, Triple Dante, 1 Beatrice, and 1 copy of the Pilgrim. Side deck, we have 1 Barbar, 2 Effect Veiler, 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Kumamungus, 1 Radion, 1 Dragon, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, 1 Drag Down, 1 Enemy Controller, 1 Kaiju Slumber, 2 Twin Twister, and 2 Mind Crush. I think this duelist was thinking about playing Ghost Reaper. I don't know what really made him change his mind, but I mean, he's already got it built in. So, just kind of something to consider. He already gave you the option for you. So, this is Slash Straw BA. A very interesting concept coming off of the Backburner. We don't have cards like Pot of Avarice in the TCG. I fucking really wish we did. Life would be so much better for us. So, I'm sure somebody out there has either tested this concept and will say it's shit, or they'll be like, oh, that's really cool, I want to test that. Get your feet wet with these concepts. Try them out. That's why I like doing these deck profiles. Fucking, who would have thought Slash Draw NBA? Like, I've seen some really weird videos with Slash Draw, and I've seen some really sacky victories from this card. Trust me, it's so bad, but you might be able to pull it off maybe once out of every 2 regionals and just get absurdly lucky. That's all there is to it. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. And guys, that's all I have for this video. Peace out, guys. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.